I want to talk about labelling today and what purpose the act of labelling serves. So, if we're talking about labelling food, labelling is a really helpful thing for us because we can read the label and find out great detail about the food we might be consuming and the health properties of it and the levels of sugar. But when we're labelling people, our labels can be all encompassing and really damaging to our perspective and others' perspective of themselves. So, if we talk about labelling people, we might say, oh, there's that alco over there, or there's that addict, or there's that homeless person, or there's that schizo, or oh my goodness, she's just a complete cow. And what those labels do is actually they encompass the person, they subconsciously tell us that that complete cow, she is nothing but a complete cow, and that's her overarching character trait. Or for someone that might be suffering with schizophrenia, we might say, oh, there's that schizo. And it's like that person is identified as a schizo rather than a person that might be living with schizophrenia. The difference in the labelling is that saying the person that's living with schizophrenia acknowledges that that person is made up of a whole different array of character traits, of abilities, likes and dislikes, the whole everything that makes up that person. And yes, schizophrenia might be part of something that person lives with, but that doesn't define them. Labels can become all encompassing and define them, and they send subconscious messages to ourselves when we are labeling a person that impacts the way we treat that person. So we need to be careful when we're labeling someone, whether it's to their face or in our conversations about them, particularly when we're talking to our kids, saying, oh, you're nothing but a lazy so-and-so. It's really damaging for our kids to hear that because they can take that on personally as though that is, a large part of defining who they are, rather than saying, oh, so-and-so, I don't like it when you're behaving in this lazy way. Separating out that label like lazy from the person, saying, I don't like it when you behave this way, rather than you are. So I just want you to think about the labeling that you do and the subconscious messages you're sending yourself and others when you label a certain behaviour rather than labeling a person. Thanks for listening.